Most people think the summit is the most dangerous part of Everest. It's not. The real danger begins much lower, in a place climbers fear the most, the Khumbu Icefall. Located just above base camp on the south side of Everest, the Icefall is a constantly moving maze of massive lead blocks, deep crevices, and unstable towers of ice called seracs. It looks frozen, but it's always shifting, cracking, collapsing, changing, and every climber heading up from Nepal has to pass through it. There's no way around. Before sunrise, while the air is still cold and the ice is slightly more stable, climbers begin their journey through the icefall. Headlamps cut through the darkness as they step onto aluminum ladders laid across deep crevices. Below those ladders, sometimes hundreds of feet of nothing. Each step has to be perfect. One slip, one mistake, and there's no second chance. But the ladders are just the beginning. The real threat comes from above. Towering blocks of ice, some as tall as buildings, hang overhead without warning. At any moment, they can break loose and crash down, turning the entire area into a deadly avalanche zone. And when that happens, there's nowhere to run. In 2014, that exact fear became reality. Early in the morning, a massive serac collapsed without warning, sending tons of ice crashing down into the icefall. It hit a group of Sherpas who were working ahead of the climbing teams, fixing ropes, setting ladders, preparing the route for others. They never saw it coming. 16 Sherpas lost their lives that day. It was one of the deadliest disasters in Everest's history, and it exposed something many people had ignored for years. The most dangerous work on Everest is often done by the Sherpas. While climbers chase the summit, Sherpas carry heavy loads through the icefall again and again: food, oxygen cylinders, tents, risking their lives multiple times just to make the climb possible for others. They face the danger not once, but over and over. After the 2014 tragedy, the climbing season was shut down. For the first time in years, Everest stood quiet. No summit attempts, no long lines of climbers, just silence. It forced the world to take a closer look at the reality behind Everest expeditions, the risks, the responsibilities, and the people who make it all possible. Even today, the Khumbu Icefall remains one of the most feared sections of the climb. Every year, new routes are set, new ladders are placed, but the danger never disappears. Because the Icefall doesn't follow rules, it doesn't wait, it doesn't warn, and it doesn't care how experienced you are. Climbers still pass through it in the early hours, moving as quickly as possible, hoping to get out before the sun rises and the ice begins to shift more aggressively. It's a race against time in a place where time can run out instantly. On Everest, everyone talks about reaching the top, but many climbers will tell you, if you make it safely through the icefall, you've already beaten one of the mountain's deadliest challenges.